Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner in a Week. In these videos, I show you how I combine inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from the food pantry to make hopefully well-balanced, well-rounded meals. We are in an interesting season of eating because my husband has been on the carnivore diet for several months and is doing amazing. And then I am on a journey to heal some gut health issues that I'm having. So I am limited on what I can eat. I'm trying to avoid all grains, all seed oils. So I'm pretty much sticking to meats, some veggies, some fruits, dairy, and even that's kind of limited. So, and it's working. Like, I'm feeling better. Definitely have a lot of healing to go because this could take months, if not years, because gut health is tricky. But our kids generally eat a normal standard diet. We do watch carbs, although this meal doesn't look like it. We do watch how many carbs our kids eat just because we have family history of diabetes like rampant in both sides of our family, especially mine. And so we're trying to help them make wise choices now so that they don't have to make difficult choices later like we are. So, yeah. All right. Tonight is Monday night. This is a family favorite. I miss this, and my husband will probably end up sneaking one of these if I don't slap his hand. These are like the little baked sliders. So this is a whole pack of Hawaiian rolls, and this is almost a whole pack. I couldn't squeeze the other three in here of just some Dave's Killer Bread rolls. Both of those were from the food pantry. I slice them open like this and kind of flip the lid up, fill it with lunch meat and cheese and mayo, and then put the lids on. And then on top of that, you mix together, I did for this batch, a tablespoon of butter, or sorry, not a tablespoon, a whole stick of butter, because come on now, a whole stick of butter, a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce is how I like to say it. So many people have taught me how to say it, and I'm going to say it wrong because it's funny. A good squirt of Dijon mustard, like probably a tablespoon or two, and then half a teaspoon or so of garlic powder, and about a half a tablespoon of minced onions. And you mix that all together, and then you pour it over the top evenly. And then bake it at 350 for about a half an hour. Usually what I do is I pick out one of the ones in the middle and just make sure that the cheese is melted and everything's hot inside, and then it's done. With that, the kids are having fruit salad because that's a great quick and easy side dish. And then another quick and easy side dish is just crinkle cut frozen French fries from Aldi. I moved the fruit salad away so it doesn't get hot. For me, my husband generally takes care of his own meals because he just makes whatever meat he is going to have, and it's just easier for him to do that because he can thaw out meat and have it ready. He also drives a semi-truck, so he's gone 5 days a week usually. For me, I, over the last couple of weeks, have kind of gotten into the habit of not eating breakfast until a little bit later, more like a brunch, like 10, 11, and eating a big breakfast, like at least a few eggs, some sausage. I've been doing some blueberries, like that kind of thing. A pretty heavy breakfast. And then not eating again until 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's what I've just kind of gotten in the habit of doing. And so I've not been eating dinner. Usually at like 7:38, I will eat some snacky stuff like a meat stick, cheese stick, hard-boiled egg, something along those lines to kind of tide me over. But then that's also giving me a nice long overnight fast, which is really good for your gut health. Just giving your digestive system a break and a chance to repair while it's not trying to digest. So, not medical advice. So I've been kind of doing that here lately, and because of that, I'm not really hungry because I did eat at like 4 o'clock, 4:30 this afternoon. So that, yeah. That may be my new normal because I'm feeling good on that. I'm not waking up overly hungry or, feeling weak between that brunch and I call it lunch and dinner. I'm not feeling weak or yucky in between those. Sometimes I'll eat a couple bites of something just to tide me over, but yeah. So I'm pretty much eating 2 meals a day, and that's totally fine with me because I'm watching, I'm getting my calories in, I'm getting my protein in, my fat, all my micros and macros or whatever. So yeah, I'm feeling all right on that. So yeah. Anyway, that is Monday night's dinner. We'll see you tomorrow. Tuesday night, and we are doing Taco Tuesday, which we have not done in a long time. My kids are hit and miss on liking tacos. I have some of them that absolutely love them and some of them that are meh. And because of that, we do taco night a little different. So I let the kids pick between tacos, taco salad, or taco dip. And the difference is tacos is just standard tacos. Taco salad is tortilla chips, lettuce, and then all the toppings in a bowl. And then taco dip is essentially taco salad minus the lettuce, and they use the chips to dip it up and eat it. So it's a way of getting the ones that are, I don't really want tacos to get to eat it. So yeah. So this is 2 pounds of a pound of ground deer meat and a pound of ground turkey from Aldi. The deer meat is the one my husband got this fall. And then about a packet and a half of taco seasoning to kind of make it not quite as heavily seasoned for my little guys that think everything is spicy. We've got, this is some of that shredded queso cheese. We're going to try it in this. Some refried beans, lettuce, avocado, salsa con queso, sour cream, chips, and then 2 sizes of tortillas, so that if, like, my oldest daughter always wants tacos, she'll have the bigger ones, the medium-sized ones, and then the smaller ones will be for little ones if they want. So, all right, I got a crying kid, so that is Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday night, and tonight we are having something that I actually can eat, which is good because I ate breakfast a little earlier than usual and then pretty much skipped lunch, had a light snack, so I actually want to eat right now. This is a cheeseburger, what do they call it? Cheeseburger casserole, and it's a keto / carnivore. I do add onions to mine, so that would make it more ketovore. But you can, we'll post this recipe in the show notes. It's a really good one. Really simple. It's like a couple pounds of meat that you ground up. And then while that's cooking, you mix together eggs, cream, cheese, and salt and pour that on top. And then you sprinkle on a little bit more cheese and some bacon bits. So it's really good and super simple. And all of my kids like it. I will, when I put this on their plate, most of them want like ketchup or mustard on top of it just to go with it. You could also serve this over rice maybe or pasta to make it stretch. We are going to do sweet potato cubes, roasted sweet potato. These are just done in the air fryer. 3 sweet potatoes, and then I just drizzled them with avocado oil and salt, and that's it. And that's fine. That's plenty yummy and good. So yeah, it bakes for like half an hour, really quick and easy. And I bet you could probably prep it ahead, and it would probably refrigerate well, and then stick it in the oven when you get home. And then I bet it would freeze well once baked. I haven't tried it yet. I may need to try that. So, all right, that is Wednesday's dinner. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Thursday night, and it's been a long day, y'all. I got like 2.5 hours of sleep last night. Insomnia strikes again. Anyway, I did get a nap today, so that always helps. Tonight, the kids are having Chinese food, which anytime I say we're having Chinese food, they cheer with excitement because this is a favorite. So we have ramen noodles. I mean, come on, can you go wrong with that? Yuck, but you know. This is essentially 2 packs of ramen noodles. We had one that was like regular and then one that's like these fancy ones. But they're like a half of a pack of ramen noodles. So essentially it's 2 packs of ramen noodles. And I only added in the seasoning packet from 2 of those because they don't need heavily seasoned because they've got the sauce to put on it. Then we put on some steamed broccoli. This is broccoli from our garden that I grew and froze this year. It turned out great. I'm definitely doing that again this year. And then this is chicken thighs from Aldi, and I chunk them up and dust them in flour and then just cook them in this pan with some oil or grease, whatever, like lard, cooking oil, whatever you prefer to use. And I just cook them until they're browned and cook through. And then I did get lazy and bought a bottle of the sweet and sour sauce from Aldi. I have found a recipe for this that's really good and really easy to make. And it's all like fairly normal ingredients that I have on hand. But every once in a while, like today when mom's tired and we've done full day of school and all the chores and all the things, I just need to pull a bottle of sweet and sour sauce out of the pantry. So that's what we did. So that is Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Hi, kitty. It is Friday night, and Friday night at our house means pizza night. Sometimes that's store-bought, sometimes it's homemade. It is almost never takeout delivery pizza because we live too far out in the country for delivery, for pizza to be delivered. And it's just crazy expensive. So I can make a whole lot of, like, even buying frozen pizzas from Aldi way cheaper and probably just about as fast as ordering, driving in, getting it, and not driving home. So we just don't do it. So tonight this is a loaf of garlic bread, like buttered garlic bread that we got from the food pantry. And it like opened up this way and was butter and garlic bread, and I went ahead and cut the top piece. I cut the top off of it to make a third one. And I just left the garlic butter on there. I took a little bit off because it's a lot. But I left the rest of it on there and then just added, I just realized I never put pasta sauce on there. Oops. So I guess we're just kind of having garlic cheesy bread. Wow! It's been a long day, y'all. Oh well. So these two are just cheese and this one is cheese and pepperoni. I cannot believe I did that. I was juggling multiple things. Okay, with that, the kids are having salads. This is just romaine lettuce, French fried onions, raisins, and that is honey mustard dressing. And I will post that recipe in the show notes for the honey mustard dressing because it's really easy and delicious, and you probably have everything on hand to make it. Tonight is also the one night. Oh, for me, I have chicken wings in the air fryer, and sometimes I'll do zucchini fries if I've got it with it, or a small salad or whatever I feel like doing, green beans. Anyway, tonight is also the one night a week that we for sure do dessert, and so we had gotten a couple of strawberry cake mixes from the food pantry, and I knew that you could make cookies out of the cake mix. I'll post the recipe in the show notes of the one that I used because they're turning out pretty good. So these are cake crinkle cookies, and they would be strawberry flavored. So I went ahead. My two oldest kiddos they're doing a Super Bowl viewing party at youth group on Sunday. So they are going to take the extras. It made 5 dozen cookies, I think is what it made in total. So the kids will eat probably a dozen of these tonight, just between the 5 of them. And then, and just so you know, that's like 3 for the 15-year-old, 3 for the 13-year-old, 2, and 2 for the 3 younger ones. So it's not an obscene amount of cookies. It just feels like that when you have, 2 kids. A dozen cookies seems like a lot. So they will eat some of those for dinner tonight or for dessert tonight. And then the rest of them I will send to youth group on Sunday. So that is Friday night's oops dinner. Yeah. It's been a day. So that was Friday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully with no mess ups. It is Saturday night, and I did kind of mess up a little bit and didn't film before we ate, so you're seeing the leftovers. Sorry. On Saturday nights, I usually make a big meal so that we have leftovers, and I'll explain why here in just a minute if you're new. So tonight this is deer stew. So it ended up being 3 pounds. I froze the deer meat in packages of 1.5 pounds. And yes, we processed a whole deer right here on this counter. And yeah, anyway, I I put one package in there and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do 2 because I knew my husband was going to be home. And so we were going to probably need a little bit more than that. So, and I'm glad I did because that's all that's left. So I did the deer stew meat, some broth, thyme, salt, garlic, like standard stuff, tomato paste, and let that cook on low for like all day. And then about an hour and a half before dinner, I added in onions, carrots, and potatoes, and salt. Was, yeah, the whole thing. It turned out really good. Everybody liked it except for my 5-year-old, who is my picky-ish eater. She's one of those where she eats like a bird sometimes. You know what I mean? And then with that, I made a loaf of the artisan bread in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's all that's left of it after my kids hit it. So the reason why I make a big meal on Saturdays is because I don't cook on Sundays. So this is the end of this video. On Sundays, we get home from church usually like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And I pull out all of the leftovers from the week and I let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. So if they want a bowl of stew and a piece of bread, fine. If they want a hot dog and a waffle and some steamed broccoli, cool. I don't really care. If all they want is bread and carbs, if all they want is protein, fine. It is about getting those leftovers used because I hate food waste and giving me a day of not having to cook and like especially getting home from church and like rushing to get everybody out of church clothes and into play clothes and cook a meal and all that kind of stuff. It's just nice to be able to not do that. Then Sunday for dinner, my 2 big kids are always gone at youth group. Tomorrow they're even doing like a Super Bowl party. So I pull out charcuterie board things. So dried meats, cured meats, dried fruits, pickles, crackers, chips, that kind of thing, and let the kids pick and choose whatever they want once again. And on that night, I even bust out paper plates. And it just makes for a day of mom not having to cook. I also like clean the whole house on Saturday, fold all the laundry, like tidy all the things that have gotten ignored through the week. So it gives me a day off. So that is the end of our week of meals. Let me say that correctly. I will post any relevant recipes in the show notes. If you have any questions about anything that I've made, feel free to ask. I am a backcountry cook, I guess. I grew up, we just made food. Like we didn't go buy a whole lot of recipes. So most of this is just kind of wing it and taste it and see how it goes. So yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.